There are three major assassinations that rocked America, and its psyche in particular. These three all have layers of secrecy, conspiracy, and mystery around them to this day. President Trump's order to have all the files around them declassified could help reveal more to the public of what actually occurred. The White House has announced it will have a plan for the release of the JFK files within 15 days, and the files for MLK Jr. and RFK in 45 days. First is the most significant one for public appetite, that of JFK. His killing has generated more conspiracy than any other single event in American history, from the umbrella to the second gunman. There is an almost unbelievable appetite for some neat ending, even over 60 years on. No report, not even the Public Warren Commission, has satiated this demand. Declassification of these files is a major moment in drawing aside some of the veil of secrecy around this event. However, there is a chance some people's hopes may be too high. It seems unlikely that there'll be any major revelations left, in addition to the fact that no story will ever be as neat as people expect. There are other considerations too, like what people would really put in writing if the state was involved in his death. And if they weren't, declassification may not reveal all, even if the US government really never worked out what happened. If they never knew who did it, declassification is not going to help. Despite these caveats though, the declassification would still be a major moment in American history. MLK Jr. is also an interesting case of the public appetite. Though not nearly at the fever pitch of JFK, there's a real interest in what declassified files could reveal. This is especially true given the more reasonable assumption that the state could have some role in his death in 1968. With the revelation of constant surveillance and even threatening letters from the FBI, all under COINTELPRO and other actions, there is real suspicion, especially after the release of these files in 1976, around what the internal security services may have done to MLK. The suspicion who was involved in his death appears to me more justified than that of JFK. Of course, the possibility of a lone gunman is always there again, and logically, maybe the most likely explanation, but declassification could still reveal a major shock. Then there is the other major political and really cultural figure that was slain in 1968, RFK. With RFK Jr. himself pushing for the declassification, it's a positive sign he's been included in this trio. While Saran Saran is the most accessible, lucid, and public-facing assassin of any of the figures, there is still some mystery around his motivations. Even without that mystery, the information that the intelligence community has on his death could still be fascinating. So, 15 days for JFK, and then 45 days for the rest, all from the executive order Trump signed on January 23rd. After that, we should at least get the plans for their declassification. There are a few interesting things to remember. According to the Biden administration, 99% of all records relating to JFK are available for public consumption already through the National Archives and the Record Administration. That administration, Biden's, has been an effort to declassify as well. They've released 16,000 documents between 2021 and 2023. While it's tempting to argue that the remaining 1% of documents must be the most interesting, if they're still kept secret, there is a possibility it's just the CIA and FBI taking their usual steps of protecting sources and methods. Any agents who are left alive, informers still around, or tactics in use might be reasons other than conspiracy that these files were kept secret and classified. In the end though, no one in the public really knows, and with their declassification, we might finally get a chance to be in the know too, somewhere, sometime in the near future.